Well, we've been involved in some trial of different methods of scour protection, and during those trials we developed the tyre field net, which is basically a net full of recycled car tyres. And by placing these in the scour hole, because of their lightweight structure and the voids you find within the matrix of the tyres, these get placed in the water and physically fill the hole up. But because of the nature of the void structure, the water flowing past gets diverted and the velocity reduces, and the seabed material is dropped and deposited and collects within the tyres. So instead of just filling it with an alternate aggregate, they're filled with the tyres, which then capture naturally occurring migrating material. It captures them by slowing it down, diverting the flow of water, which captures the sediment, and then because the acceleration of the water hasn't got the same effect, it can't get withdrawn again. So you end up refilling the hole with material that's already there in the environment, and you're reinstating that seabed to protect your monopile, but without having to bring in other materials. But obviously we've done a lot of research on this because we're a responsible company. We don't want to pollute the sea, and we don't want to do anything that might be harmful to the marine environment. So we've done a lot of research. And the key findings carried out by people like the Environment Agency, DEFRA, the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, the key findings are that the leachates released from tyres in the marine environment are very, very minimal. They're classed as low risk. Leachate levels way below regulatory levels you'd find in drinking water, for example.
Of course, by the nature of what they are, tyres are actually designed not to break down, not to rot away. Yeah. You don't replace your tyres in the car because they're rotting away.
No, that's one of the findings from these reports on behalf of DEFRA and the EA. Well, the durability of tyres is what makes them so suitable for this use. They don't break down. The effect of UV light on tyres that are stockpiled on land can cause distress in the tyre and can cause the tyre material to break down somewhat. In the marine environment, they're in the water and they're buried in the sand, so the UV problem is gone. So they don't degrade, and we've got evidence. We can show you tyres that have been in the marine environment for in excess of 20 years, and they're perfect.